seconds remaining.
His current status, and so our men will once again be standing in for him, and I'm sure the Nigma fans are just like, yeah, that's fine. He's been great.
Last time we saw this, it seemed almost seamless. So, Navi, our roster, V-Tune, Iceberg, General, Roger, always want to fly, and we've got them all here. No stand-ins. So we'll see how the mostly Ukrainian boys, Roger I think is Russian, but mostly Ukrainian squad here for Navi. We'll see how they fare. They made it in through the closed qualifier, as did the 5 men as we get into the draft. Bans on the way. So what's been going on in the Dota 2 meta, Trent? How have things changed?
Well, these guys are this fly to now Navi roster. First off, they were like, as you said, the first team to qualify, and the 5 men were the second. But when they played against 5 men, they were like, they really worked them. They beat them in Omega League before. They 3-0'd them in the Divine division, and then they played them again in Dota Pit, and they 2-0'd them right then, directly after. And I was watching some of those games, and the V2 morph, man, that's we're not going to let the V2 morph come out, I think, unless it... Well, they started with Elder Titan first off, so at least that's one good option to have here if you're Nigma, to watch out for that potential.
Okay, well, they've got the Oracle as well, so still a good opener here for Navi. Could still open up a hard carry choice, a good save. Outside of Morphling, how's Elder Titan felt in a vacuum? Is he just a solid hero right now? I assume a position 4 or a position 5 kind of ET?
Yeah, exactly. But there is the flex there, especially because it's GH. You know that he can definitely rock the 4. The 5 is amazing. I think every team should learn to play the 5 ET properly with like the camps and abusing the right click damage and bullying people out of the lane. Like when you watch these teams that have practiced it so much, like DY on Vici, it just looks super broken. So big fan of that hero. But like since the last time you and I were casting a lot, like between like Omega League and everything, the meta's relatively the same. I would say like Bloodseeker has risen quite a bit.
Yeah, second pick Zeus. I was casting a lot of this in Omega League, bud. That's exactly what I was seeing.
That's a little unusual. Work very well with both Elder Titan as well as versus Oracle. Gives you that vision to try and scout out that save potential.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay. Again, what does Zeus play? Is this mid?
That would be my first guess. I don't know if they've been popping off in any other spot. It looks like they picked it a couple times like late in the draft, but in terms of like early, yeah, this is certainly a bit surprising. Coming in with a strat, obviously. This is definitely something that they have planned out here on Nigma.
They don't have last pick, so you can grab that mid a little earlier. But Zeus is one of the more counterable heroes. You know, I maybe want to save him a little later on. Any thoughts about this support duo? Is there ET Zeus? Seems
I think that's a
little
very
light on control.
It's got to be a real possibility, though, if you're picking it this early, I think.
Yes.
I think you've got to be prepped for that as a potential.
And then they grab the Bat Rider into Zeus. I would say generally with this dynamic, I kind of like having a Zeus because he gives you a bit of a scouting tool with that ult. Sometimes you can catch a Bat Rider. You have ways to find him in the trees, right? You need to be a little more careful with that positioning.
Yep.
Big fan of Bat overall, but these two heroes certainly give you some options.
Yeah, one thing that's what's nice about this squad is that General really likes those good initiators, right? He's someone who tries to like spread the map, split the lanes, and try to help his team to get those big pickoffs. And Bat is like the ideal hero for that. So
that's very true. And
they also covered it
Nigma
with that first pick on Oracle too.
Nigma banned the Nyx Assassin.
It goes both ways, right? The Spirit is pretty bad versus Carapace, and Zeus has similar issues.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Nyx is good for both sides. And Viper banned out by Nigma.
Most
couple of hard carries, and there you go. They'll take the big one remaining. That's the Spectre. If that's a core Zeus, you're pretty sad right now.
Yes.
Spectre has unlimited options against the core Zeus.
And they banned out the Viper themselves, too.
Yeah, that's a really good pick. I like this Spectre.
They're still Necrophos, and they got rid of the Nyx Assassin.
I can't wait until she wins the Arcana vote. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, hey. that's like over, guys. Well, is it? Can you still vote?
No, I think they extended it. I don't know. I already used all my votes.
I know the voting is closed. No, you can't.
Okay.
You can't vote anymore.
Right.
Apparently, I put 60 on void, so that's my horse, I guess.
What? What?
Yeah, I went void. I think my logic was, you know, there's at least a chance that they just straight up make it the T-Rex void. But other than that, I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of potential.
I think they'll go lowbrow, turn him into a hammerhead shark void, all out fish man.
Oh, now we're talking. You know, I realized I made a grave error, though, because I have that Soul Diffuser blade for Spectre, which, of course, the value of things go up when you have the Arcanas, so I really blew that.
Yeah, buddy. What are you doing?
I wasn't thinking with my wallet on that one.
Haven't you learned anything from modern politics? You're supposed to vote in your own self-interest. Come on.
Damn.
Come on.
Actually, I'd rather have a Void in my team, for the most part, than Spectre. That was also part of my logic. Spectre's an amazing hero, but I don't know. I don't trust her.
I guess you play at a higher bracket than I do, so that might be part of it.
You don't trust the Chronos?
I definitely trust Spectre more if it's on my team at my level, that's for sure. Tiny now for Navi into that Abaddon response at Enigma. Obviously, Abaddon very good against the Bat Rider, and gives you a little save against Zeus. Pretty good laner. It's Abaddon.
All I'm seeing is
pretty stable.
All of our eggs are in the miracle basket here.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
They have 3 really nice surrounding heroes, for sure, no doubt. I don't know if I want all 3 of them in one team, but you got them. So you need some big top dogs here.
The Void
back up.
Particularly good man. This is a great supporting cast around somebody like that. Who's the comparable? Like, are they gonna go PA here?
Like Arc Warden.
Is that too crazy? All right, Arc Warden.
He's but I mean, you're against a Spectre too, so it's kind of the same logic.
Hey, I called it. Look at that.
You did. That's another big dog. Oh, 100% correct. A+, my good sir.
Miracle good at this hero. PA's still a little scary though. She's very fragile at times. The matchup against Spectre is interesting. I think it puts extra pressure on Spectre to build those kind of fighting items. You know, not the kind of game where we're going to see a Radiance rush from Navi. I would be very surprised. I don't know. How do you feel about that carry matchup?
I like it because like the last 3 heroes that they've used for like the big anchor, they had a Drow game, an Arc Warden game, and a Terrorblade game. And it's all these heroes that can like be surrounded by his allies, right? And then they just want to like sit in the back and fight and like throw out these big damage balls. But then Navi have this Spectre, and so they have to go like a completely different way. In fact, in those last 3 drafts, the last ban from the enemy team was always Spectre. They were all worried about this Nigma Spectre coming out, and then every time they just end up picking these heroes that are like perfectly countered by Spectre. So now finally Nigma have to actually like mix it up here and go for this PA who doesn't have like nearly the same problem with the Haunt.
Yeah.
And we will eventually see that Necrophos ban too, as kind of said, because, you know, Spectre. The other big heroes that she does not like to play versus.
Yeah, Pugna Storm taken out by Nigma. Both of them would be pretty solid here. The Pugna versus PA is very, very good. I don't even know if Pugna is underrated these days. He's been getting some love. He gets picked up in the appropriate scenarios, but also lets you play really fast. I like Pugna with Spectre. You can do a really easy 4+1, especially with these supporting heroes that they've got.
He also got a Immortal, so that instantly ups his draft value.
Right.
Facts, man. You know, you can't fight those facts.
Yeah, you got to play the cosmetics game. You got to play to the strengths of Dota, and it is in the aesthetics. Now, Navi trying to decide what the final ban will be. And this is where they need to really decide on this Zeus. Is it a mid Zeus, or is it a support Zeus?
Well, I think it's kind of
You have to assume it's a support at this point.
I don't even know.
But yeah,
not necessarily.
It's well, just from a draft. I mean,
I kind of have to
ban
assume
a support here.
I mean, no,
I
I'm still banning cores. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes.
From a draft mentality, but they actually take out the Underlord. That's I don't really see Underlord being the last pick.
It's just another aura, all surrounding, all supporting. It kind of makes sense with how Nigma play. I would agree with that.
Very melee focused. Like even Zeus doesn't have the most range. But maybe that doesn't matter that much. They take Beastmaster.
Ooh, that was a good pick. Damn. That's
How the hell are these lanes gonna go? Who is the mid? Is this a mid Beastmaster?
I think it's probably just mid Zeus.
And then
ABBA PA,
support
Elder
ABBA?
Titan, Beastmaster. Could be ABBA,
Okay.
ET as well.
All right, so Navi just grabbed the TA. Very safe mid laner. Someone else that plays high tempo. Again, I like this idea with Spectre. Now you've got 4 heroes that can play 4+1. Look for ganks. Even just Batrider Spectre is a really nice kind of global presence type combo. So a lot of options for Navi.
Man, these guys,
This Nigma draft is wild, man.
they haven't played Spectre in the past 2 months on the
Okay.
side of Navi. I kind of get what happened to Nigma. Like, they banned this Viper, and they're probably thinking that, you know, they would love to get a Spectre if they could. They've been playing a lot. It gets banned versus them a lot. Flying Moon literally never pick it.
10
Like,
seconds remaining.
2 months of no Spectre and a Spectre meta. They always ban it like second or first phase sometimes. And
That's very interesting.
and then they just whip it out here versus Nigma game 1. I like it. They're mixing up their strats.
Yeah, and they've got the Oracle. That's a great pairing with the Spectre. You can get away with a lot. VTune should have plenty of sustainability in the lane. So Mind Control picks up the Beastmaster. Weehaw will grab the Zeus, RMN Abaddon, and GH Elder Titan. You called the lane setup here.
Yeah, this is I don't know. TA is such a
Very-
mystery these days.
Very sneaky drafting. Yeah, how the hell does TA Zeus go?
Oh, it's so different than how it used to be. Because like the builds are different on Zeus. TA is just like not the same hero anymore, and we have these like formats. Because like, how often do you see TAs just like being picked every game in pubs? Like, she's obviously not as one-sided in the hero matchup, or we would see her way more often in like top tier pubs and games.
Yeah, no, you're totally right about that.
It seems like the player base has lost a lot of faith in the hero.
And I've seen Zeus a couple times in pro games recently, and I think he's an easy hero to underestimate. Like, he is easy to gank, but his damage output is just stupid. And if he gets a good start, if he doesn't die in the laning phase and is able to move around, if he controls a couple runes, like Zeus with an early haste rune, an early arcane rune, is so deadly. So, I'm excited. It is sick 5-man from Nigma. There's no doubt about that. You've got this Beastmaster, Elder Titan, so you're already pretty good on auras. You know, you buy a couple aura items on top of that, maybe a Vlad's, you know, maybe a Necro book coming out. This big game 5-man is going to be nasty.
Yeah, I would definitely rather have the Navi heroes, though. It seems easier. It feels like Nigma are going to get into one of these games where they're a little bit behind and they're just delaying and waiting for PA to get the items, and then they need to instantly start fighting. Or else they'll fall even further behind, you know? It's like delay until a point will be the game plan here for them, and those games are always so difficult. Obviously, they're an extremely talented team, and they're very good at hitting those timings, but it's still hard to favor, I think.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Maybe a little bit harder to execute.
30 seconds to battle.
GH Elder Titan. I'm excited.
I'm not much of an announcer.
Roger on the timing. Looks like he'll be laning with General. Certainly some kill potential there. Batrider.
Yeah, there's a hero we can't shake, huh? The 4 tiny.
Yep.
That thing's just not going away.
Have you felt good about 4 Tiny, Trent? I know you're a big fan of this hero. You're a
I'm
biased
a big
source.
fan of this guy. No, I think he's still amazing. It's harder, I think, to make, like, it used to be just straight up broken. But look at that, look at that. Simple stuff. Easy
go.
rune guarantee.
So we're okay with Tree Grab being back at the 5 attack count. Like, this poor hero has been changed around and, like, snip, snap, back and forth.
It's true. Yeah. I guess it just,
He knows his role.
cemented
He's back
him
to a
back into
4.
the 4.
We're not really seeing, like, is mid Tiny just dead now?
No, I saw 5 more playing it versus Navi, but you know, you got to be a specialist kind of deal. Whereas I think most 4s, if not all of them, are playing Tiny right now.
Well, I'm going to keep some early eyes on this mid lane. I want to see how this goes. Iceberg versus Weehaw. TA off to a very good start.
Oh, Roger's up here though with the 0 armor versus the PA as this is kind of a classic thing where you have the Bat Rider just pulling the side lane, and then the support tries to get like as much as they can, but there's even a ward here, so with him running in the trees, it's very dangerous up here for Roger. He's losing a lot of HP.
Yeah, this is not great.
He can't die though at level 1, so as long as the level 2 doesn't just like pop for Miracle, then he's fine.
Yeah, I mean that part's okay, but so far Miracle is having a pretty dream lane, holds the creep wave, and meanwhile General and RMN still at it. Courier gonna be just fine. And bottom lane, it's like a little damage being exchanged. Normally I'd say there's some kill threat for Nigma with these two heroes, but against an Oracle, it's a tall order.
Yeah. That's largely true. Maybe with like level 3 with the boar, they might go for something. That would probably be the best chance.
The double
try and
boar
kill the
play.
Oracle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing is like the Oracle can't do anything against the boar with like the Fortune's End or anything, right?
No, but
that's the issue, as you just saw. Instantly dispelling the Astral Spirit buff.
I think the only issue is always want to fly being a little bit tight on mana, having to spam this much. And you always got to be careful too. We talk about it a lot. The level 3 Oracle, that second point in Purifying Flames, like with GH at low HP already, there's potential kill threat. By the
That's
Oracle
so annoying, man.
3.
The second he comes out to punch him, dispel.
Yeah, this is a weirdly effective counter.
I've seen some ET player complaints lately.
Yeah, that this is too busted.
Preemptively channeled it. That's hilarious.
That is fucking sad.
Could
dude.
you be any more annoying?
It only costs 100 mana too. Like now he's got a stick and everything. Yep, the Sad Elf Titan. Mid lane. Weehaw taking a little pressure. Looks like it's going pretty well for the TA. Trent 23 compared to 16-1. Not devastating, but Iceberg handily in control.
Yeah, having a fine time here. Kind of for both, but TA is, well, you know, she's TA. She has a lifestyle that she's grown accustomed to. She wants a lot of gold, and yeah, eventually the lack of output from the position 4 is going to cost the life of Mind Control, because GH was just gone. He had to go home.
Did I call it or did I call it? Level 3 Oracle, son.
That is the best power spike. I think out of all the position 5s, Oracle is the best level 3 power spike.
Yeah,
it's too good.
2.3 second cooldown. There are other spells that do 180 damage at level 2, but not on a 2.3 second cooldown. That's and the dagger. I mean, that's 130 burst damage. Spec can contribute. One of these games where both carries are having a pretty good start. Both V-Tune and Miracle.
Look at
pretty much everything they want. Oh, a little battle over it indeed. Roger tosses him in, and now Miracle jumps back onto Roger. Follow up here should yield a kill. The Mist Coil helping out, and it's Miracle that will find credit. Now they look towards General, and this one shaping up to be a double. Trent, the Mist Coil comes in again. Bottle, is it going to be enough? No. The shield keeps Miracle safe under the tower. Rifling dagger makes it happen. Now back down bottom. Looks like always want to fly. He'll be dove under the tower. Mind Control trying to chase it in. They get him low, and they do find the kill. With the wild axes. But now the rotation. It's going to be Roger that comes down as he respawns. Gets the counter kill onto GH. Now the setup onto Mind Control. V-Tune looking to chase him down. No points.
He's going to get the rune.
Oh, he is.
And Roger, it cost them the top runes because he rotated bottom for that fight. Iron Man went in deep up top, and so he ended up taking the bounty. So I think they just got all 4.
Yeah, that's 4 for Nigma.
Man, that really hurts for Iceberg. Like the TA, you're looking for the snowball so much, and just those bounty runes are so important. And now she's just even with Zeus because they double, like they TP'd in the ET. Well, after Mind Control died bottom and GH ran top, he TP'd mid, refilled Weehaw's bottle. He used all the charges and then got the 4-minute rune. So then he had full HP and mana and an illusion rune just stacked up in his bottle. That's why I think TA also can't just like body mid anymore. You know that they're just going to constantly send in these bottle TPs.
Well, things have shifted quickly, and even these carries that were even just a moment ago, now a clear advantage for the PA and back towards mid. See some pressure onto Weehaw, but can they find this kill? RMN and Miracle. This is something you see Nigma do so much more than other teams. Not afraid to pull that carry in and join the party. They bring down Iceberg first. They set up a double as Roger falls. Meanwhile, on the bottom, they did get a kill onto Mind Control. So a little something for Navi, but losing 2 in the mid, obviously not a favorable trade, especially when you factor in it's a double kill going to the PA at 6 minutes.
Yes, the one hero that really matters in their draft. He's feeling confident enough to go for a drums first, too. Drums into Deso.
Okay. I mean, I like this better than Battle Fury, bud.
Yeah, I mean, Wraith Band, drums into Deso, perfect.
Playing fast. And looks like V-Tune going to follow suit. He's also got drums queued up on the Spectre.
Now, I'll tell you, General might be a man after your heart here, because in his last game, he did go Meteor Hammer.
Hey!
The one that I was watching.
I love that.
He went Meteor Hammer bot before Blink on his Batrider. It was ambitious, but it did work out.
Huh. The Meteor Hammer on Bat is not one I'm as familiar with.
I mean, I've seen it before, because, like, yeah, it's got cool interactions like sticking napalm and stuff, but you just got to look at how broken drums are now and your Batrider, and you got to wonder, like, maybe that's more worth it.
Yeah. I guess the
stats are still amazing.
Yeah, the only other advantage is increased regen. You get more mana regen and more HP regen, so if you really feel like you can benefit from that, maybe
I will say they also had 0 tower push, so it kind of helped. He was, like, unironically you're hammering towers.
Dude, games when you have 0 tower push, I still buy it on Spectre, and those are the ones where people go, okay, I see how this is helping. I don't know if it was worth it, but you're right. We are killing towers.
I've also seen you get flamed a lot, though, when you buy it.
Yes, my teammates.
Mostly because I've seen you use it in a team fight. Don't ever do that.
Dude, it's the demoralizer. I'm telling you. Do you know how bad it feels to get hit by a Meteor Hammer Shane?
Is it as bad as Roger feels at level 3 at 8 minutes getting jumped out by a PA?
I think so. Yeah, he just got a 4v1 here at 8 minutes. So I know the pain, Raj.
Uh-oh. Losing the mid tower as a TA?
This is pretty wild, though. This is 8 minutes, and they are straight 5-manning. I mean, this is a lot of confidence to pull your PA out of that lane. You know the enemy Spectre is farming right now. I think this speaks to how important this mid-tier 1 tower is for Navi and why they're prioritizing taking it down. But this is very bold, and the Abaddon actually enables the PA a lot.
Oh, they need this. This is the hog fight.
Okay, V-Tune goes in.
It's over,
There's still
dude.
5 heroes clumped up. I don't think they can take
No, they got stomped.
Batrider's not here.
They got stomped during Haunt. They couldn't do anything. They couldn't help. They couldn't team up. They couldn't follow V-Tune in. And now everyone's just waddling under the tier 1 mid.
This fight's not over. Oracle does not even have false promise. So, yeah, there's nothing. That's just a dead tower. And now Spectre's stuck here like, well, shit, I don't even really want to be here. There's nothing to farm. So V-Tune goes to jungle. Oh, man.
Yeah, excellent start. Iceberg, like, this is a TA who's just not on top of the net worth, you know? That's not the hero. She needs that. Oh, this ward, too. They're camping.
Neither is the Zeus. That's kind of the odd part. Both teams aren't really looking great in terms of their mid. It's all about the position 1 right now. Miracle is just owning this game. He is in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I think you don't care at all if you're Nigma, though. Oh, is he going to get this double stack up here? Oh, my God. That was so sick. That was a sick double stack. Oh, he's getting so much gold right now, this Zeus. Farm it up.
Dope. Outside of the double mud golems, this is the dream.
That's true. The mud golems really did hurt him.
So, folks,
that was like 6
Zeus
camps.
And you lose mid. This is the play. You max out Arc Lightning. You resist the urge to max out Lightning Bolt. That spell's only good if you can kill people with it. Because you can farm pretty damn fast. Look at this. He's got the Void Stone, popping clarities.
Look at General coming up here, just like, oh, hey, fresh ward. Oh, look, the camps are empty, guys. Like, imagine if he could have found this. That was like 9 camps altogether if he had spotted these.
Well, he's going to get this big camp down here that's stacked up, so that's something. But yeah, potential to find a lot more.
And Mind Control
lane.
I mean, he fed a few times bottom, but he eventually gets the tower. Yeah, they're jumping Iceberg,
Miracle
though.
goes in onto Iceberg, and he's got support. Elder Titan and Abaddon nearby. How far are they going to go? Counterplay from Roger. There's the Fortune's End.
Look at that. How did that stomp hit all three of them? Are you serious?
It's got a wide girth there, Trent.
I mean, they were all perfectly on the edge. Like, what a great way to back up this aggression from Miracle. Like, so many PA should have just died doing that play with a Tiny right there. Like, how did she not just get, like, Avatossed back?
It's the intimidation factor. It's also the power of the Abaddon, though. Having Aphotic shields and miscoils makes that play so much harder. Toss that PA in, she gets shielded up, and then she kills two of your buds.
They're just smoking in here. They're diving.
They're diving into a tier 3. General is going to make it up to the high ground. Unrelenting aggression from Nigma right now. And it feels like they're giving Spectre a lot of space, but Miracle's still getting a lot of farm. They're pushing these lanes in. He's working the Radiant jungle, and he's still a good 500 net worth up on the Spectre. They've even got this siege creep still alive here. Trent, 75 HP as Miracle tanks it up, putting that evasion to good use. They free tier 2 tower. Not even a trade. Just a free tower.
I'm mostly surprised they kept the XP lead still. They barely have it. They have it by like 300, but they've been 5-manning for so long.
They've been 5-manning for 5 minutes, and it's 12 minutes. So, yeah, I'd say it's impressive they have an XP edge. And, I mean, to be fair, it's not like Navi have only been split farming themselves. They've been sort of trying to react to this. Like, it almost seems that Navi are caught off guard by how insane this aggression is. You really don't expect a PA to be, like, fighting you at 9 minutes.
They just smoked again. That's got to be the last one, right? There's no way they have more smokes. Every time I look at them, they're smoked. I think that's their last one, and they're heading for more goals. GH just drew this circle. He said, like, guys, it's, you know, the Radiant Triangle, they're going to be here, and then they're hunting top for Spectre, but V2 just got out. And I like that, the Blade Mail. Needs something. Cannot go for a big item right now.
I like this a lot, too. I don't. Is there an alternate build-up item? Blade Mail seems pretty value. The armor gives you a lot against the PA.
Yeah, I don't think like Diffusal's going to do enough for his PA.
And you got to remember the natural order. It's level 2. That's going to become more significant. So Spec needs these plus armor items, not stats items.
For sure. So TA has Deso, and they're still 500 away from Deso on the PA. If this area was empty, they could even try and sneak a Roche, but look where Nigma are playing.
Yep. I mean, they know.
A tub,
right? You see this TA. That's their golden ticket right back into this game for Navi if they can control Roche. RMN, level 6.
Always want to fly, just hit 7 too. A slow game for him.
This Abaddon just enables them to play so aggressive.
Well, look at all these sentries they have down too, trying to catch the Hawks, and there was still a Hawk just over here too in the trees. He's just hiding them there.
Dude, it feels so bad to play against Zeus Beastmaster. Like, one of them you already feel like you're behind on the vision game, just in any given scenario. Both of them, it just feels impossible.
And then there's a spirit on top of it too. So like what he can do as GH is just send the spirit in, and he'll just make you question, like, did he know we were here, or did he just hit us? You know, like sometimes he can just guess. Sometimes he can use the Hawk vision.
The vision mind games.
Yeah.
It's really a great draft for Nigma, and even just the synergy of having this Deso PA with an Elder Titan in that natural order. Like, you've got minus armor synergy for days, and now Nigma will finally feel confident walking into the pit themselves.
This cost them a lot though, because they had like 3 or 4 heroes just sitting in the river for a long time. It's now actually grown to a almost 3k XP lead for Navi because of how much
you can see the Templar Assassin is catching up. Not far behind Miracle now, and way ahead of the Zeus.
So this is like the final piece of the puzzle. Oh, that's good. That's a big
almost get General. Dave from Always Want to Fly, very nice, but now they might just be able to bring down the Oracle. Obviously, no false promise, and that'll be a crit.
God, they have like no AoE to punish this. If there's gives a blink on Tiny, it's not even the craziest. It's still mostly a single target initiation.
Yeah. This is some of the most dedicated 5-man Dota I have seen in a long time. Yes. You know, we talk about the death ball. This is a whole nother level of death ball, dude. This started at 8 minutes. It hasn't stopped.
I mean,
I finally get Roche.
Like similar drafts too lately, and we kind of talk about like how those usually go, where the PA is more alone and farming and in the jungle, right? And like the rest of the team does all this stuff. Maybe that would be standard, but to have the PA with you the entire time too, very unique.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what makes this so different from that 4+1 you're describing. It's not only Miracle's joining them, Miracle's like their initiator as well.
Yeah,
I mean. He's wearing a lot of hats right now. Has the Deso that flew out while they were in Roche, obviously is the Aegis, and now SNY queued up next. So Miracle continuing to buy these easy build up, big power spike items.
What is this? We're smoking with just Oracle and TA up top. I mean, they have the Haunt, I guess, just in case they hit a big target.
Yeah.
It's basically a smoke to push the lane.
Blink Deso. It's a time that you want to try to make something happen with TA. Feels weird though.
Feels like he's
not really worth
up here to kill a small camp in one wave. And look at the vision that's still lingering up here too. They have the cliff ward. They have a ward down in the river that spotted that courier coming to Oracle.
Yeah.
So they know Oracle's there too.
Now Nigma just walk up high ground. The only lane where the tier 2 tower is dead. So
all right, we got the blink.
Chopping away.
They need some crazy like blink toss into lasso and then pull them back to the fountains.
Yeah. Remember the Aegis, though.
And the Hawk. Again, it's just sitting on the tree. Nice use of the sticky napalm. Get that vision.
This is a cool play from Nigma just to back up. They force the rotation.
Look at Miracle.
And okay, they feigned the retreat. They destroy General, and now Miracle ready to jump in again. Just going to dive the tier 2 mid. Zeus TP Opso can only contribute the ult. Always want to fly. Barely lives. 9 HP as he gets off the false promise. Buyback from General now. Roger jumps in. Some pretty big AoE damage. Mind control low. He's going to fall, but does get off the ult. Might set up a turn onto Iceberg. No. Lasso does bring down the Aegis. They do lose RMN as well. Not a great fight for Nigma, but maybe they can reinforce. They do burn 2 buybacks, so now Weehop falls. Counter kill perhaps. Miracle in the back line. No Aegis. Now has to retreat. Teammates trying to come inbound. Maybe still looking to turn. General very low. Miracle pulling them out very far, but Roger with the blink makes the catch. Miracle, he's going to be in trouble. Can he survive this? Rooted up and done. The buybacks, it's not going to be worth it for Nigma. And oh no! The real disaster here, Trent. The potential diebacks. Mind control going to be caught. Fortune's End will fly through, and they're going to get him. That was a buyback that achieved nothing, and then also got him killed again.
All right, that was really bad. Now they've like lost their edge completely.
Devastating.
Okay, I was super concerned when he lassoed that PA with like 50 HP.
Me too.
That was really risky.
They're going to get GH. That's another catch there for Navi. Very nice. But, well, 9-8, and now the net worth lead will swing about 3,000 in favor of Navi. XP now upwards of 10,000.
That's the big punish. When you lose the fight after that, man, that win percent should be plummeting. I do not think it's 28% right now. I think it's quite a bit higher than that at the moment. They, oh, he went Manta? Oh, Miracle.
Okay.
Some risky business, my friend.
So Manta instead of SNY.
Or BKB.
Well, he had the SNY queued up before.
Oh, okay.
When he bought the Yasha. So I'm curious, I guess, what does Manta dispel for you here? Sticky Napalm?
There's a lot of like Napalm, or like maybe he gets rooted by the Fortune's End.
Why not just buy a BKB though? Even instead of the Sanjin Yasha, like...
I mean, there's some argument. BKB into like Blade Mail, BKB into Lasso, BKB into TA just right-clicking you. I can kind of get it. There's not really that much AoE again that he needs to be worried about anyway. So it's like, if he's targeted, he's going to be hoping that he's being helped out by his stomps and his aphotic shields.
Well, another smoke from Nigma. Let's see what the 5 can do.
I actually think the Solar Crest would be a huge item for them if they could finish it on MC. Putting that on Miracle before he jumps V2 would be so helpful.
Yeah,
and they have Roar. Oh, they don't want him.
But it is a proper 5v5. They use the Zeus ult. They scout it out, and they see that V2's got plenty of support.
Look at the patience from Mind Control not to just like roar that Spectre in his face. Because it's very tempting, but he knows that there's way too much backup for that to work out.
It did look a little sus.
Yeah.
All of the Radiant off the map, so it did seem a little bit like bait.
You playing some Among Us here, bud? Is that what I'm hearing? Huh?
The mind games. And Spectre has Manta, so she is a little more survivable.
Yeah, that Spectre was definitely an imposter, though. She was ready to vent out of there any second.
I actually haven't played it at all. It's been requested for sub day, but I haven't dove in yet. Have you played it?
Oh yeah, it's worth. It's a good time. Right. It's just, it's Mafia light. It's Mafia improved. Sorry, Charlie. It's COVID Mafia. There, boom.
Okay,
got it.
Fair enough. That's E-Blade queued up on Tiny. Cool.
Coolly. Yeah, I mean PA.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Guess they're thinking about the late.
Oh, BKB, hurry!
They
Courier,
iceberg.
Flutter your wings.
Flying out right now. Okay, blinks back.
Alright, refraction.
Always on a fly. Gets off the ult. False promise will save him.
Hopefully.
Small victory for Nigma.
Don't know how big those crits were. Ooh, it like just turned over.
Still on the hunt. Miracle leading the charge. Iceberg comes back in. Here's the haunt. They've got the Primal Roar, but they're jumping to the back line. They want this PA. Miracle low, so is GH. This looks bad for Nigma. Miracle's gone down. GH at the run. RMN going to try buy as much time as he can, but they get RMN, and Miracle jumps back up, but they're still going to chase. V-Tune very healthy. Tiny makes it up, and this is looking to be a full 5-man wipe. Another disastrous fight for Nigma. They've lost the momentum and then some. A 5-0, now 14-8.
Miracle wound up on the trap that had been mid for ages. It was like just on the other side of the river on the high ground. And he was like sitting there kind of like dawdling back and forth, not sure what he was going to do. And then they worked him.
Wow. Nigma, the pretty heavy favorites coming into this series, certainly in game 1. Look at that graph, and yeah, they had a hell of a start. Never really had that massive gold lead where it was a free win or anything like that, but they were certainly in control. And now the win percentage has flipped in favor of Navi. They're looking to take this tier 2 mid, and this is looking tough for Nigma. I mean, what do you do now? I guess next Roche is going to be a key part of the game plan.
Yeah, it's like kind of your last chance.
We'll see what that timer looks like momentarily.
He'll have the Manta. He's got a D bottled right now, so they might want to try and make a play off that one for the Roche pit, I would say. Oh, it's so fast. This is like a 20-second Roche.
Oh my, it's gonna be up in 10 seconds.
They need the Hawk though.
There is a team trap in, so it'll get scouted by the Radiant immediately, but now a double damage rune on the PA.
All right. Oh no, they don't know.
Okay, Roche is up. Radiant, the only team aware. Does get pinged out. That's Bat Rider. Now a smoke from the Radiant. Diffusal up on Spectre. Double damage. Roger with the blink. Very nice. They cut some trees.
Oh, there's the diffuse though, or the dispel though.
Yeah, nice Fortune's End. So say goodnight. Double damage.
That actually could have worked out well for them if Navi got way too greedy and just like ran at Roche there, because they were in a good high ground position in between with no haunt available too. But the back way now, V-Tune smoked up and heading out as Miracle is still trying to start a fight, and it's just so not the hero he wants though. A refracted TA with a 10-second BKB walking down into the water.
Yeah, certainly not.
This would be like insane effort to pull this back as Miracle right now. Crazy good roll.
Okay, they force the BKB. Now can Nigma disengage? Roger jumps into the back line. good catch onto Weehaw. He'll be the first to go down. Now Mind Control getting low. Spectre still topped off and doing a huge amount of damage. 3 on the sideline. Nigma not going to be able to take this fight. Navi firmly in control. Another 4 for nil, and they'll walk right into the Roche pit. That's another 3K net worth swing.
I mean, all the concerns that you spoke of during the draft kind of came true in that one fight. There was a haunt, and then there was a blink toss onto Zeus. Like, perfect vision. They instantly just jumped the hero, and they did get the core Zeus into a Spectre. And it's just like, how powerful can you ever be in that kind of a game?
Yep. GH also going to get caught. They'll finish off Roche for the TA and find another kill to make it that full 5-man wipe once again.
See, this is the problem when Kuro's out. There's no one to say that your lead is meaningless until you go high. That's yeah, he's probably there, actually. He's probably waiting to say it after the game.
I mean, I guess I feel a little justified being so taken aback by this extreme 5-man. Very high-risk, high-reward type Dota. If you don't get caught, you don't make any of those big mistakes, then you can just starve out the game and never let go of that control. But, yeah, we're seeing how hard you can be punished when you make those missteps with that big commitment of the early 5-man.
Yeah, but
how
imagine
hard
if
they get it back.
If they had won this game, think about what all opponents who have bought this would be thinking.
Oh, yeah.
They'd just be like, oh God, I don't want to play against this, man. This is so trash. Everyone would be like picking some giant wave push or something every game, worried about the potential. I mean, calling it a big worthy sacrifice if they still take the series.
Well, that big fight that turned things around, part of it was they didn't have a tower to TP to. I don't think they had taken the outpost. If they had the outpost, maybe they could have TP'd back to that fight in time to make the buybacks actually useful.
Yeah, I don't know. They did seem pretty far back.
Well, either way, Navi setting the tempo now. A lot of time on the Aegis and still a number of outer towers to focus on. A tier 1 and a tier 2 in the bottom lane. BKB queued up next, though, for Miracle, so feeling like he needs it. Roger comes in with another initiation play. Where's the backup? V2 gonna haunt in. And they're pretty committed to Miracle. They know how essential this PA is to the success of the draft. They'll grab the Batten. And PA pretty wildly trying to make it out. GH with a stomp, but the BKB from Iceberg is going to be enough, and Miracle will fall. Now they get RMN. A little split push happening down bottom from the Beastmaster.
Man,
I guess this is about the best that Mind Control can do right now. It does force a glyph.
Miracle was really counting on that stomp, huh? Just going instantly for the TP.
I mean, I don't know if you're going to get away from the TA either way, so
Has that ever
respect for trying it. It's about
this has been a weird game for a general. He's 1-2 at 15. He's got a great, score line on the game.
He bought Solar Crest.
Yeah,
so
he bought the Solar, helping out, but like not a typical back game. It's been so like combat-y, It's just been like in the fray the whole time. There's no like pickoffs. He's not even like split pushing that much, it feels like. Jeez, how about TA?
Feels like
300 third last hit.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Iceberg has recovered very well. MKB up now. Do you like what Mind Control's doing right now? Like, he's just committed to this bottom half of the map. The Bat Rider rejoins the team, and he'll keep putting this pressure on.
Yeah, he's TP. I mean, there's nothing else he should be doing, really.
Yeah. And it puts a little bit of pressure on Navi. They'll smoke up, and RMN definitely not the target they want to jump. Weehaw, much better target. They'll find him. Yule's Scepter gives him a little reef. And Weehaw died. Other side now, General leading the charge again. Does have that flaming lasso. Still borrowed time, obviously. And this looks okay for Nigma. I mean, they're in a really bad situation. So just being able to Delta split, not concede any other deaths. Navi not really getting objectives right now. They're buying themselves a little bit of time.
I mean, the next potential is probably Rapier.
So you still commit to the BKB and then go Rapier?
Yeah, I think so. Like, what else is going to give you any chance here as MC just gets run down mid?
Yeah, he did kill the Oracle's courier before that, so they scouted him out, but then they killed his courier.
I mean, I don't even think Rapier saves this game. I think if you just gave him a Rapier right now, they'd still lose.
Probably. I mean, it gets interesting because it's PA and you can two-shot some of these heroes, but
there's blade mail.
Yeah, it's not like Ember Spirit, Morphling, Medusa. Even then, this seems so rough. The Spectre's gotten to this point now where VTune feels a little unkillable. These last couple fights, he's just been full HP, killing whoever's in front of him, and now he's got a Scotty on top of that Diffusal. So much slow, so much damage output, and 3k HP that they've got to get through, plus the cheese, don't forget. However, the Aegis will expire, and Barrack's still standing.
Oh, they're just going to
deploy. Yeah, they go up top, and this is that Spectre-Zeus matchup we were talking about. It's a free kill.
There was even a trap,
Zeus,
too.
Yeah, there's...
That must be how he got spotted. I'm guessing he wasn't playing on the wave. That seems like very unlikely as we
I think he walked on the trap, but still, it's such a free kill. There's a buyback from the Zeus, and that E-Blade actually does come out off Tiny. Iceberg takes quite a bit of damage.
I did not
They'll
think
pass him the cheese. Well, I didn't expect this game to turn quite so quickly. You know, it's rare you see games like this where it truly flips. Usually there's a little more back and forth, and one team will edge it out, and then they'll start to take a lead. This was like, Nigma's dominating. Damn, we screwed up. Okay, now Navi's dominating. It's been black and white.
And that is, again, the 5-man. Like, that's what happens every time you run into that stack in pubs that play the Luna Avenge, Nature's Prophet, Beastmaster 5-man strat. You know, you just got to win that one fight, and suddenly they all just abandon because they're not going to get their free win.
Well, there's the BKB now on Miracle. There's smoke initiated on Miracle, taking big damage. Has to BKB, gets it a little late and still dies. Iceberg with plenty of physical damage. No buyback, obviously. Just bought the BKB. Roger a little bit low, taking tower shots as Armen jumps out, but his teammates in big trouble. The dive the other way into the tier 4s. They find the Zeus. They lasso GH, and we might be moments from a potential GG here. Two more fall. The buyback from Zeus. The buyback from Elder Titan. Abba also does have his, and some low HP on Navi, so might not end right this moment, but this looks pretty damn crippling. Now getting close to that 1K net worth lead per minute. 32,000 net worth at 33 minutes.
Man, damn, dude, she's got a nullifier. Iceberg is so stacked. Now, you are a StarCraft OG here, my good man. What StarCraft strat is this? Was this a Zerg rush? Is that right? I'm not a StarCraft man.
Yeah, this is probably as close to a 6 pool as you could get in Dota.
Thank you.
6 pool is when on 6 supply you just start building the thing that makes Zerglings. So you're all in making Zerglings straight up fast as possible, and you just run them at the enemy's workers.
Right, but if they get wiped, you just lose.
Kind of, yeah. It's the complete sacrifice of economy. The polar opposite strat for Zerg is doing like a macro build where you just go another hatch straight away.
So Nigma 6 pool. This was a 6 pool.
This was a 6 pool.
Wow.
This was a 6 pool gone wrong.
Look at us, guys. We're bringing esports together.
Shout out to you, StarCraft 2 fans now watching Dota 2. There's a lot of us. Too much StarCraft these days. Another fight. Mind Control is dead. They did catch Always on a Fly, so a better start than the last couple engagements for Nigma, but Weehaw just food at this point, and now the lasso saved for Miracle. As you pointed out, even once you have the BKB, doesn't really feel that good. Lasso and then all these right clicks cut right through it, and that'll be 4 down. No buybacks from those dead heroes, and the GG will be called. Nigma tapping out in game number 1. Navi with a big victory here, 33-9 as we move into game 2.
Man, they were not shook. They stood tall right until that 20-minute mark, and then that was it. Then the kills started rolling in for Navi. pushing element, Clockwork can be very good at turning those early fights around. Even if the clock dies, like even just that initial hookshot and cogs can do so much for the rest of your team.
Yep, absolutely. They ban out Mars instead, though. Another good team fighter. Some great setup, solid laner.
That leaves in the Phoenix too, as they actually remove the bat themselves. I guess because the Oracle ban, and they're worried that the bat will be the 4th overall pick on Navi. So,
but Phoenix is a fine opener. I don't think Navi's upset with this at all. Similar to the Clockwork, very well rounded.
Yeah,
you've got sustainability, you've got control with all the attack speed slow, and big time damage, of course.
So one thing that I saw 5men doing a lot was if they saw the opening with the 8th pick, they would just go Venge into Arc Warden. Okay, that's not gonna happen. But I did see it a couple times versus like these Phoenix openers too, because it's like the first hero to see to be like, okay, yeah, we could try a range draft. You know, we could do our Venge Arc Warden opener and kind of go crazy. But it looks like Nigma won't be heading that way this game.
Okay.
10 seconds remaining.
But they're definitely not averse to the first phase Arc Warden.
Yes, I was just gonna say that. I don't think Tiny makes that any less of a possibility for Nigma.
That is what you sound like.
They will not get their Mars though, and that's part of why Nigma banned that out. They're like, sure, you can have Phoenix, but we're not giving you the double combo.
Yeah, although
they play a lot.
Surely there's other things that Phoenix can combo with, right? They grab Doom.
Their other big hero that they play a lot.
He can pick up an AoE War Stomp that can help protect the egg. But another just great, well-rounded hero.
Yeah. But the Mars is just like a little too perfect, though. And as expected, there he is.
There it is. There it is. I've become recently fascinated with Arc Warden. I still haven't buckled down and practiced my Arc Warden spamming, but
he's still not quite figured out, you know? He's getting there. He's becoming way more popular in the competitive scene. But it's a hero that's just been largely ignored considering how strong he is. Like, of course, we've always had the teams that have just kind of always played it. Like your EGs and your Nigmas, or like Secret with Ace back then too. But then there's probably entire like brand teams you'd recognize that have never played a single game of Arc Warden.
Yeah, oh yes, absolutely. And now that he's safe lane, I think that just opens up so much more potential for this hero, because when you're mid, punished a lot when you have this mid laner that really just wants to be farming through the mid game. But when you put him on position 1, it's like one of the big weaknesses of this hero doesn't seem like such a big deal all of a sudden. And we've also seen some games where Arc Warden can actually do pretty well in the lane. Like the Arc Warden Enchantress comes to mind. That double slow can be pretty deadly. Couple of 5s.
Yeah, if you ever force the offlaner to be solo, like if the 4 wants to rotate or needs to go help mid a little bit, then suddenly the Flux like comes into play.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, Flux is such a weird spell. It doesn't do anything if there's other stuff around. Yeah. But if you find somebody like solo in the trees, it sets up Arc Warden to be an actual god. Yeah, he's a 1v1 god. Yeah. But it's just such spell to wrap my head around that it's actually just mitigated by having a friend.
All right, what's Iron Man playing with the Arc Warden? We got Undying still in versus double strength off lane. Yes, please.
That sounds pretty good. I still really like the Enchantress. I think that hero is also great on her own right. Has she fallen off a little bit? Why aren't we seeing Ench get any love?
No. I mean, she's still really popular in like even for this region. Like I saw when Navi were playing against 5men, they were playing against the Ench from 5men a lot.
Okay. Undying does seem pretty tempting, though. I'm having trouble coming up with a good counter argument.
Oh, they actually went for it.
It's the Snapfire instead, so a different flavor as Void Spirit gets picked up for Navi.
So they have not picked this hero into Phoenix lately. Because I was looking back, that was the first thing I checked when the Phoenix came out. It's like, okay, are they Snapfire pickers? Because I know that I've seen Arman play it, like when he first started standing in. They had picked it a couple times, and I remember it was even when it wasn't versus Phoenix. But then they seem to go away from the hero. But I guess with the Doom in combination, they've decided they like it. Of course, you know, you guys all know
I'm into it.
She's pretty good versus Phoenix.
I would call it a hard counter versus the egg.
Yeah. Gets all scrambled.
It's pretty easy.
Now, I will say China has been a little bit crazy with the mid Snapfire, guys. Dota PIT China is coming up soon, I believe.
Whoa.
Listed. So, you know.
Why? Not why is Dota PIT doing China? Why does Snapfire go mid? What's the...
double bracer eggs. Or single bracer eggs.
Oh, you prioritize the
use
eggs.
it in combination with like any sort of good melee initiator. Like sometimes I've seen like Tide. I've seen like Ursa style heroes.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
But it's actually, if you hit someone with the gobble up, it guarantees you get like at least 2 of your ultis pretty much. Unless they have like a BKB or whatever, like a PA or something, you're gonna follow up with a lot of Mortimer kisses.
That's really cool. That makes me want to watch some China. I've been out of the loop on Chinese Dota for a while, so thanks for the update, buddy. That's interesting. 2 snap picks, though. They grabbed the Nyx Assassin on Nigma, and then a pretty quick PL for Navi.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the Nyx.
It can be nice against Doom, right? Scorched Earth.
Yeah, but it just makes me think that now the Tiny pretty much has to be mid.
Maybe it's the Snapfire mid, Bobo.
Maybe. Definitely possible.
You just hyped it up.
Yeah, but also we have V2 PL, by the way, which was his signature hero, and he still hasn't been playing it because the hero's so bad, but finally he gets an Arc Warden game, which is like the one hero that people actually ban PL versus.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to watching V2 because this was his hero. I remember all those V2 and PL games. That's like how I envisioned this guy rising into like pro player status, like to be feared dude. Was playing for Vincere.
Arc Warden generally doesn't like enemy carries that are good at closing the gap, and you can from their bans, right? Spectre, Morphling, Void, all of them really good at getting right up in your face. Obviously, Chrono very effective against Arc Warden. I like the PL here. Sand King, Darkseer, both removed by Navi, and Pangolier +1 to go still for Nigma. It will be last pick Nigma in this draft, so they will get the final choice to react.
Yeah, man, what do they do? Do they put this as like a 3 Snapfire, maybe?
There's no way it's a 3 Nyx, right? Is that like that's just crazy?
I don't see any point as to why
this
that
hero
would be good.
used to kind of play core, but
I think that it's just too hard to set stuff up with Vendetta these days. It doesn't seem nearly as strong.
Well, you go Meteor Hammer, dog. Haven't you ever played Nyx?
Yeah, it's exactly. That's why I don't want him as a core. But I almost wonder if like a Grieve Snapfire would be kind of okay. Play the 5 Nyx Assassin with the Arc Warden like Kuro kind of does. For a Tiny, and then pick a different mid hero.
I mean, that sounds okay. I guess.
Either way, they need to find something versus like PL, right? They don't really have great illusion clear right now. I'm thinking like an Ember or something along those lines.
I mean, what are not looking for a support here, or is it a support Void Spirit and we need a mid?
I would say it's probably a 4. I think their draft looks fine. I'm okay.
Okay, going with a Void Spirit, kind of blind.
Yeah,
mid.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
He wins so many matchups,
but he doesn't win them all.
You got me there.
I don't know.
I mean, Roger can just kind of like play whatever. I mean, another like gap close would be kind of nice.
Kind of open at what, like an Earth Spirit kind of thing.
I mean, isn't Clock still in?
Clock is still in, yes.
I mean, that's like
there
kind of tempting.
It is. Yeah. Perfect.
That's a little shocking.
Like
First ban to 9th pick overall.
Okay.
Nice. All right, sweet draft. We got him, guys.
About a minute left for Nigma to make this final decision. And I guess it could still be Arc Warden mid, and they grab a safe laner here. We've been assuming this is 100% safe lane Arc Warden, but a lot of flexibility with these heroes.
Yeah, there's a ton of flexibility, a ton of lane potential, but I do like the fact they went with the Sand King and the Darkseer bans, because I feel like one of those two heroes could have made the other setups worth it. Like putting the mid tiny or whatever, and then just giving like one of these classic MC heroes, especially versus the PL, getting the reflection, having the ion shells for like the Nyx and the tiny early would have been really good.
Yeah, the Dark Seer especially enables the Nyx a lot, enables the tiny, even the Arc Warden. Down
I feel
to
like it would be like kind of a good queen game if it wasn't for that Void Spirit matchup.
they go Timber Saw. Okay,
Still don't know who's taking what.
So Timber
All right,
goes
it will
mid.
just
That'll
be-
be Weehaw. Miracle grabs the Arc Warden. That should be safe lane, and it is going to be a Mind Control Tiny. So position 5 Snapfire for RMN, and GH will take the Nyx Assassin.
3 tiny.
So looking like a Nyx Tiny lane and a Snapfire Arc Warden safe lane for.
Oh, who dang. That Phoenix looks nice. Is that...
And Navi, they've gone General on the Void Spirit and Iceberg on the Doom.
Oh, the mid Doom. Yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
It's gonna be mid Doom
Yeah.
with a position 3 Void Spirit.
That's a good
little
one.
switcheroo. So Doom versus Timber Saw. That's not a mid matchup you get to see too often. This will be a real treat for us.
Sounds kind of boring.
Well, yeah, actually, now that I think about it, probably won't be too many kills, but
Getting regen. I'm going to go to the jungle a little bit.
I'm gonna regen. I'm gonna Scorched Earth.
Yep.
Okay, a Farm Fest mid. Well, which draft do you like better?
I like Navi's draft. I think I would rather have those heroes. But
Yeah?
it's Arc Warden, so
Are you
of
bold
course.
enough to call this a 2-0? PL versus Arc Warden? I think that's pretty nice for Navi, especially knowing that they like PL, right? That it's a carry that they're comfortable with. That gives me a little more confidence, because I do think PL can be hard to execute with.
All right, let me see. It's a Timber game. So how good is the Timbers game? That is all that matters. I mean, okay, maybe it's not as one size as it used to be, where like the hero heads have a good start, you just lose, but it's still kind of is.
I don't know. I still kind of feel that way about the hero. I'm pretty cynical about Timbersaw picks. Too many of the games follow that textbook recipe of I do great in the lane, I do okay going into the mid game, and then we can't close it out before I fall off towards the late game. And it's like, it's fragile. You can't, you get punished really hard for making those blunders in the mid game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Navi. I think that it's more likely they win this game to me right now after game 1, as well as with their heroes. But I can definitely see how Nigma do it. It comes down to Weehaw's start, like how good is his lane, how fast is he pressuring a tier 1 tower by just sitting behind it. That's always my good metric for a Timbersaw game. And how are the rotations to actually try and punish and kill him? Like, what is their Timbersaw damage right now? They have % based in the Phoenix. They're going to have the Doom, which is, of course, quite excellent. If he just gets doomed and Infernal Bladed with the extra max HP as damage, that's pretty painful.
That's a lot of damage. What is the build for Arc Warden? You go Midas, and yeah, Miracle wants it. Okay.
It's
guess
not
it's
100% at this point, though. Like, you'll get games without it, for sure. Depending on the start. You might just see, like, the bots Mjolnir or whatever.
Just like a week and a half ago, I watched a video that was a guide titled Making a Case for Why You Should Never Buy Midas on Arc Warden. The whole thing was just buy fighting items like Mjolnir first that also let you farm, and you can take over the game and accelerate so much more because the Midas forces you to play kind of passive because you're so squishy. You have to jungle and stay off the map until you get that next item anyway. So it does have an opportunity cost. Obviously, super value with the mechanics of Tempest Double, but it does slow down your momentum from a map control perspective, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's still Midas on Arc Warden. It's still like
It's
really
still hard to
hard to
pass
not
up.
go for it.
Yeah.
You know?
And it
There's
does
too
put a
much
little
value.
pressure on you to try to take objectives and maybe fight a little bit more, which is risky. So we shall see. Keeping eyes on this mid lane, Trent. Very exciting stuff. Looks good for Weehaw to get things started, though, because, I mean, what does Doom do against Timber? He walks up and immediately will take a Whirling Death. Yeah. There's enough trees that Timber Chain can be a threat, and, you know, with the armor, like, Weehaw can play pretty aggressive under the tower.
I've actually actually seen this matchup a couple times because of like the prominence of that Doom mid that we had for a while, and Timber was like a second phase ban most games. So sometimes when the hero popped up, what you might see is the early point in the Timber chain where you'll see Weehaw contesting that camp next to the Radiant side, where he'll just be like playing the lane, and then Iceberg's gonna be playing over there, so he's gonna like Timber chain over and try and pressure him away from that camp as much as he can.
Yeah, that's a good call. Timber, one of the better heroes for punishing that bottom lane. See mind control, putting some good pressure on already. Gets always want to fly rather low. It looks like GH has a big creep wave back towards the tier 3, actually, that he pulled into no man's land.
And look at this ward they put behind the tower, too. So they actually spot the fact that he's stacking that camp. And a lot of teams will de-ward that pillar when they have someone that relies on this camp, because they know that a lot of teams are going to be ready to try and like get vision over you. So they placed it back there because like no one's going to put a sentry there. It's like never going to get covered.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And checking in up top, looks like Miracle's doing okay. Slightly more quiet lane. The Clockwork Void Spirit combo. Not as much fun for the Clockwork as usual. We'll see them try to get in onto Miracle, but those spark rates giving them some hurt. RMN going to get caught in the cogs, though, and will be the victim of the first blood. So Miracle fine. Unfortunately, Snapfire not able to make it out. She only has Scatter Blast.
Yeah,
so.
I couldn't tell there if he tried to tank that pull or not, but that was pretty punishing. Still just level 1. Giving some of that XP over to Miracle, I guess, huh?
Mid is a bloody disaster, though, Slice. 18-5 compared to 7-1 Doom. So,
yeah,
Iceberg in Strug City.
He does have that stack, though. As well as, like, he has Devour, so his gold will still be okay. But, yeah, he's not going to get, like, a super good Doom start. That's for sure. And that's why it's all about the rotation. Because, like, at level 6, Weehaw's obviously going to go for the kill, right? He's a Timber Saw. That's when someone else needs to be ready to come and help this guy. And Iceberg has the War Stomp for the attempted turnaround.
Kill and always want to fly. The double stun, GH mind control, too much. And now up top, another set of power cogs. Miracle, pretty low, but Roger, is he going to set up this kill? He's got it. The Arc Warden, these early levels.
Man, Weehaw's getting so low. Someone TP'd in here. Oh, he took the Timber Chain point. That's why he stuck around for so long. Oh, Weehaw's insane. Dude, he has War Stomp. Oh! TP, team.
Nothing. I think Iceberg needs to be a little careful here.
Oh, man.
The Timber Chain.
He's like 8 seconds from Scorched Earth.
And now the Haste Rune.
The thing is, if someone rotated too, he still had Mango, Timber Chain, and TP, because like he has that ward. He would have seen them if they TP'd to the tier 1.
Yep. And he's got the Soul Ring.
Yeah, true.
Big XP gap. Pretty much a full level lead now for the Timber Saw.
Iceberg
GH is going to make the rotation.
I love how he tried to pull mid. He's like, wait, that doesn't work, right?
GH just walks through. Bottom lane, mind control. He'll get chased down, I think. Yeah, there it is. Always want to fly. I'll have to take the kill.
Yeah, get some revenge. But they know that GH is just camping their bounty room. They even scan for it. Roger will take the other one and now sees them on their obs. Not going to get him. Get the Tranquils. Nyx is way too fast.
This is still an odd state of affairs for Nigma, or I'm talking about this mid lane a lot, but the carries have a differential, and it is favoring the PL for sure. Arc Warden, a hero that can make a pretty good recovery, but he's not had the best lane. Now Roger, he's going to battle against 2, but actually doing a lot of damage to RMN. I don't know. This Clockwork pretty darn...
Whoa!
Cookie gets sidestepped, but now Weehaw ready to join the party.
All right, nice juke. Made sure there wasn't a kill on Roger. Was probably okay with his stick and raindrops, but still looked pretty.
860 HP on that Clockwork.
All right, so now what happens with Doom? How can Weehaw play? He definitely can't go down to like 30% HP again, or like 15% like he was last time.
Yeah, he was pushing it to the limit hard. Now you've got to respect the potential rotations as well.
Down bottom, that's a blow up.
Yep, always when a fly gonna fall. And up top, it looks like they are trying to set up. They find Miracle. Roger comes in, battery assault, cogs, but they've got the cookie.
The only downside to the clockwork pick here,
yep,
is that they did have the cookie ready for that.
Yeah, that's
still super good though.
Yeah, they had to start with the Aether Remnant, so they really had no CC follow-up. Doom down
There's
bottom.
Doom.
Yep, this will be an easy kill. 3-on-1. And remember, it is a mind control Tiny, not a support. And
yeah, but still, like, I don't know. This is classic Nigma, where they just sack MC to get something way more valuable. And in this case, it's the mid tower. Like, do you think they care about that depth?
not relative to getting a free tier 1 tower. I mean, even an illusion rune to help him out. First item, Atos, coming out for Weehaw. Very cool.
That I'm a big fan of. The aggressive Timber build.
Yeah. And it's got a pretty nice build-up for Timber as well. You know, like double crown into the Staff of Wizardry, buff up that mana pool up top. Miracle again, maybe in some trouble, but the cookie. Now Weehaw making the rotation, and they'll turn on to Raj. Counter kill in favor of Miracle.
At the Flux going to... Whoa, General.
Okay,
oh, he got him.
Bring down Miracle, but will he have to pay with his life? Yes, indeed. RMN gets the shutdown, and I think he's pretty happy with that. Like, yeah, I died. That goes to a support. Yeah. Miracle not getting anything out of that.
He got 2 charges on his urn, too.
GH also died down bottom while that was happening. So that was good for Navi.
Yeah, that was a psychotic dive. That was into a Timber saw like that. That was so risky with how much burst he has.
It's pretty crippling, though. Look at the Midas. He still doesn't have the recipe yet, so you're slowing down this Midas timing even more. I think that was a sick kill from General.
Oh, it was. For sure. It was insanely risky, though.
Yeah, high risk, super high reward.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Now puts Miracle mid here versus Iceberg. No Doom to worry about in terms of, like, rotation plays, but General's coming. And he's going to have the second charge on Astral back then, so they could try something here. Oh, so watch out for that vision, though.
Bottom lane gets a nice stun. Burning down, though, and V2 should be able to finish him off. It's actually going to be the Sunray that does it. Now top lane, Roger. 2-on-1 under the tower. Big TP rotations. Doom is still on cooldown for 10. General, though, jumps in. RMN very low. They'll need one more. He'll fall.
Oh, they just got Doom up. And then I'll go for it.
Still makes it back in time. Yeah, afraid of TP rotations, and rightfully so.
I mean, you still don't have Infernal Blades. You're only level 8 too, so you don't have that extra damage to help out.
And now they pull this lane swap. The Arc Warden takes over mid. He'll get his Midas delivered. And meanwhile, up top, Navi with 3, looking to move in. Utilize this Doom, perhaps? No.
Few, too many heroes there. They're probably worried about more rotations like our men being there.
Well, they got Snapfire coming. Rune's about to spawn. Bottom lane. Looks like they'll go to Tiny. And up top, there's going to be a battle. Iceberg will get 1. Cogs come out, but the Dire have the advantage. Nigma, superior number of heroes, and Roger gets popped.
Yeah, you saw Iceberg could have saved him by dooming the Timber, but they want to save it for an actual kill, not just a like, oh, my Clockwork might die here.
And they got both runes anyway, so the runes were even. Probably not worth trying to save your clock. The Atos, I think, is also flying out on Weehaw right now.
GH has the Tome coming and just got an Invis rune, too. So he has like a double vendetta here. All right, now will he steal this last hit, guys?
Ooh. Very nice, GH.
Oh, goober. Now this is where you instantly vendetta, because he thinks that was vendetta. No, obviously it was. He probably knows he wasn't level 5.
The old level 5 vendetta. Yeah, those are my favorites. So Doom onto the Timber, and there's no follow-up. That's just a wasted Doom, Trent.
how that started, but I'm guessing that was just because he was going to die or something.
No. As you can see, Iceberg's at full HP.
I just heard a hook
Miracle,
shot.
though, does get caught. Yeah, General Roger. They pop a hook shot, and they find Miracle, as well as a Tempest double. Now back up top, it's always on a fly that gets dove. Good trade around the map, favoring Navi. Obviously trading a support for a core.
Yeah, but also the fact they saw Void Spear and Clockwork diving in their artboard and gave them free presence to just take that tower with Doom being down. And now they have a pretty good window where Weehaw can play ultra aggressive. But he doesn't have to worry about the Doom. That Atos is so free too. Just like instant death on Phoenix for sure. Or at least forcing the egg. And something that General's going to be pretty concerned about too is he wants to rush that Spirit Vessel.
Oh, okay. Like that a lot.
No Yules though early on. That'll be the one issue. We do see this quite a bit from like the off lane for sure. But
He'll probably go
like
second item though, yeah?
Yeah, it's not usually like a super broken item here, but the Timber didn't go Yules, right? He went for the Atos instead, so there's no Dispel for Weehaw. Oh, fortunate time to lag.
Yeah.
Kind of explains why Always On Fly wasn't moving though. Yeah, because the Nyx like ran through the creeps.
Unfortunate. Hopefully he can reconnect. We'll see what happens. There is a Phoenix egg available, so this might not be that bad for Navi. They've got some reinforcements nearby.
Yeah, there's War Stomp and Hook Shot too, so
They actually could turn this. If anything, this was like kind of bad for Navi. I feel like they might have just been baiting here with like how these two are moving in and how forward Always On a Fly was.
Well, here we go. The resume. And
this hook shot
away just to play it safe. General comes in. Can they still get Weehaw though? They toss him back. He is stunned up. They need more damage. He'll burn down slowly, and the Sunray will secure it. Now back to the other side. It's GH. He's low, but stuck inside of the cogs. He's going to go down. 2 dead on the side of Nigma, but now Miracle's here. Counter kill. Always want to flop balls. Now more initiation. Iceberg gets low, but it's costing mind control quite a bit. As long as Miracle can stay healthy in the back line, that might be a chance for Nigma, but V-Tune comes in to bring down mind control. Now that's 3 on the sideline.
That's a lot of
Miracle,
damage.
they close the gap. They'll need a little bit more, and V-Tune, he's got it. Phantom Lance as he doppelgangers in. Miracle getting chased deep. How much are they going to commit to this?
Nah, he can't doppel him again. He wants to.
Too many respawns, and now Roger will be the one left behind.
Oh,
Not a huge loss for Navi, but
that missed hook shot. He went super greedy because like the Snapfire was still smoked, and he tried to go like on the angle of I think where the Mortimer kisses were coming from to try and hit the hook shot, but she was just way far back because you know Snapfire can do that. Okay, this is the second game of a row where Nigma keep placing this ward. This mid one in between the trees. It's very unusual. I was just gonna cut it all down. That's hilarious.
I mean, is that part of the strat? You put the wards here, you know that you've got somebody that can deforest it.
I think it's because they were like kind of pushing it in there, and yeah, I don't know.
You want to see TPs and anybody hiding in the trees?
They had it there before, though.
Huh.
I'm
It is
pretty sure
peculiar.
yeah, I mean the tower's been dead a long time, so.
Miracle up top. Nice Tempest double, but there's a hook shot thrown over the tree line, and without the cookie, Miracle's left with an empty tummy and another death. They'll also kill the Tempest double for some extra gold. The PL, now the Diffusal Blade, he is starting to come online, ready to fight, and going for the Hooded Defiance next. I like this kind of a build on PL. Roger going to get caught in the tree line. He'll be brought down by GH.
That was a really good kill. I thought he was going to actually survive there.
Yeah, we'll see if they're probably going to get GH in return. So still favoring
Courier?
Navi.
Oh, maybe with the bonus to get it, but
Yeah, this is cool though. This lets V-Tune actually play kind of aggressive on PL. You got all the 17 HP regen. Damn significant.
yeah, that's like one of the best healing builds if you can get away with it on PL. Is like getting that casual hood.
Yeah.
That became so popular the last time he was like super meta.
And they've got plenty of magic damage on Nigma to make it worth it.
Yeah, now he just goes for your typical Manta, and he's one happy Lancer.
Weeha and RMN rotating through the jungle, maybe looking for a gank, but not going to find it. Two wards here in the mid. The one we talked about before, and another one right outside of this hard camp. So probably signifying that Nigma are on the hunt, and they do catch Iceberg. Do they have the damage, though? GH is on the way, and they're going to need it. Carapace, it up. Hook shot going to be off the mark for Roger. General now getting brought down low, but they've got a lot onto Weeha. He zoomed up, and he should fall. Now RMN, he's probably going to go down. The egg almost baits him in a little bit, but the little shredder. It ends up being another good fight for Navi.
Yeah, I mean, they almost got Iceberg out of there, too, if it wasn't for that Carapace, because he was going to start regenning up real quick with that Scorched Earth.
Yeah. And that was also with another mid hook shot. I think generally, whenever Doom can get his ultimate off before dying, he's still okay to die. You know, you did your job.
That Carapace.
Mid lane though, V-Tune. Oh, he's so low, but the Hooded Defiance, it keeps him alive. The magic damage isn't enough, and now General, he's in super deep, trying to find Miracle, but misses the Remnant. And now they've got some pretty big damage on him. Has another step, but can't use it in time.
All right, so I was watching some of General's games when he was playing this Void Spirit, when they were playing the close qualifiers. That was a General suiciding to save V-Tune. Because that all started because he threw the Lance onto the Nyx Assassin, and it got Carapace, because he thought General was going to jump on the Nyx. And anyway, like that's how he plays this hero, is that he'll try and just make a ton of space to make sure that his carry gets out. V-Tune should have died there, I think, if he didn't jump back there. Nice. And then he just tries to escape after, right, with all his wily Void Spirit waiting.
Phoenix almost caught bottom, but again, they don't have the damage to find the kill. Now Weeha comes in on the Iceberg, but General snap. Here again. Weeha needs to be careful. That's a BKB popped by Iceberg. This Timbersaw's falling fast. Does have a couple of reactor cards, but now E-Tunes here. They will indeed find that Timbersaw. Great hook shot on two. Cogs to follow up from Roger. Now GH in mind control. In big trouble. He'll get the Carapace for a reset. Mind control. No chance to live. And this is looking like 3 on the sideline from Nigma. GH, no chance.
Man.
Fiery sword. Give it to him, Iceberg.
Rogers
this is turning out to be quite the chase.
Is he actually?
Another stun from GH.
I mean, he's got no way out.
I mean, he's got Tranquil Boots, Trent. He's got TP Scroll and 10 mana. Another Carapace. And he will burn. Finally, the bug falls.
Roger is slowly improving his data points here, right? He misses 2 hook shots, but then he hits 2 heroes with a 3rd one. So soon he'll be back up to averaging a hero per hit.
Well, wait till he gets his egg in, buddy. Then he's going to have even more hook shots.
I guess a hero per cast. That is true. I love the eggs, man.
Yeah, it's
now here. Well,
Weeha. Is he in trouble here? He's got some friends. Looks like he'll be fine. Phoenix gonna hop away. V-Tune's starting to get a little bit out of control, though. He's top of the net worth by a good margin. 4K net worth lead overall for Navi right now. This is a hell of an opening series for this squad. They do dust GH, but I'm not sure if they... I don't think they actually had vision of him. What is General up to right now?
I think he's going Yules. Oh, I guess he's looking for
he is going
a really
Yules,
low
but...
HP Miracle farming a camp.
Oh my gosh, he does have that ward up there, so I guess he knows relatively safe. Miracle, he doesn't know about this. General, can he find this solo kill? Mind control comes in to try to save the day. It's going to be close, but General does get the kill, and now the follow-up from Roger. They're also going to get mind control. General does pay with his life, but he sets up a huge kill. Iceberg drops the Doom, deploys it onto Weeha, uses his BKB. Roger does fall, but the Phoenix Egg goes off. Big chase onto Weeha, and back at the tier 1, it's RMN versus Always Want to Fly. TP will save RMN.
Weeha just did not get enough this game. After that laning stage and getting the Atos, he could not find the plays and kills. Partially because of how much pressure they were just like chasing Miracle. They like weren't fighting Weeha, because of course, why would you want Timbersaw? They sacked towers to just hunt the jungle and ruin Miracle's game.
Yeah, I mean, that right. Ooh, we're gonna see Phoenix maybe in some trouble. Mind control comes in.
Got the D ward.
And gets the D ward, but still falls. EL's here, does have some support from the Doom, but a tier 1 still standing down bottom. What a great play from General, though. They get this deep ward down and just sort of thinking, you know, Arc Warden's probably going to be farming this triangle at some point. Let's see if we can set up a gank.
Yeah.
Great game sense.
But what is the plan now for Navi? We still haven't... I mean, that's going to be on the menu here pretty soon. Unfortunately for them, Weehaw's the one to find the DD. Pretty damn good on a hero like PL who just buys Agi.
Yep. PL has the Manta coming out. So now really at this true fighting point where his damage output is scary. And yeah, I'd agree. Next victorious fight, see a Roshan. The better question is, what's the game plan for Nigma right now?
Yeah, I mean, we all know that there's some pretty late game crazy stuff potential with Arc Warden, but there is still a PL. That's the main issue. It's like, how do you actually deal with this PL with their current heroes? Like, you've got Mind Control, who's a core tiny, going for like, right? Oh, General, though?
See,
that's what you do. You get assassination kills like.
That's okay. But yeah, I'm worried about this growing dynamic of 3 core and Nigma really just with 2. Mind Control doesn't really feel like a proper position 3 in this game. They might set up on always want to fly night kill, but he does have a Glimmer Cape, so that buys him some time and should be able to stay safe. Because this Doom has more than recovered. Sort of as you talked about, the lane doesn't really matter that much because you've got Devour, make these rotations. He's going to have an Assault Cross coming before too long. Bottom lane again, always want to fly. Surviving the Mortimer Kisses for now. Able to Icarus dive out. Gets off a decent egg, but GH, he'll just TP home. RMN trying to do the same.
All right, good TPs.
Now, try, but not even a stomp on the Doom, so limited options there. PL wants Abyssal Blade for his next item.
Yeah, good choice versus the Arc Warden, right? Just another gap closer.
And they kill the double in time. No.
Yeah, they got it. 240
Oh, they got it?
40 gold for
okay.
V2.
Oh, that was the 40. My bad.
Yeah.
Thought it expired just in time. Hook shot almost catches GH. He saw him with that sentry. False sense of security there from GH. The sentries just out of range of each other.
Yeah, V2 wants to just push up here though, because like they probably feel that they're really ahead right now, or at least it's like decently ahead of any sort of initiation from Nigma, and I say that as Iceberg.
Yeah, GH gets initiated on again. BKB comes out from Iceberg. Cookie not going to be enough for the save. Nigma not going to take any more losses here. But this might be what sets up Roche for Navi. And yeah, we've already got V2 in the pit. Yeah, meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Mind Control is trying to push a little.
Still playing Beastmaster down here.
Yeah. Looking like an uncontested Roche, though. Down to about half HP. Nigma just going to let it go. Take Arc Warden to get some more farm. And with the Midas and now the Mjolnir BOTs, Miracle is closing the gap. His farm is accelerating. Meanwhile, mid, now Weehaw, he's going to be caught burning down fast from the Sunray.
Yeah,
that spell is
he's
ridiculous.
in problem territory at this point, man. Like Sunray and just the threat of the Infernal Blade. I mean, still has no dispel.
To me, this is just one more Timbersaw game that follows the predictable formula, buddy. He's so fragile. Now that's
he really
a cosmetic.
wants that Abyssal. What, Teacup Timber?
Exactly, dude. The big Fragile sticker on the side.
Yeah, okay. Fragile. I say you didn't take French, huh? Just a hard hero to maintain momentum with. And
this basher on the PL. It's pretty
Look at this,
scary.
though.
They
Cookie?
will jump in onto the
That was
Doom.
a lot of damage.
But he's got a BKB.
Yeah, but he's still diving in. That thing's running low.
Okay, they always want to fly. That's nice for Nigma. They are finding these little pickoffs, but the clockwork.
There's still hook shot here, Weehaw. You're crazy.
Yep. And still do. He misses the hook shot. Somehow Roger threads the needle there in between all of them.
I've lost crowd growth.
They want more. Now GH, he's going to take some big damage. Toss back, a defensive maneuver. It'll be successful.
All right, despite his two-man hook shot, Roger is still averaging under 1 hero per hook shot he throws.
That one was comical, though, because there were so many heroes, and he somehow, like, weaved it in between all of them. I mean,
It's the classic. It's the Mirana arrow, right? Where you're just like, oh, this is going to hit somebody. So you just throw it in between instead of just aiming at one person.
Yep. But in the end, it doesn't matter that much. They continue to cripple this Timbersaw now, and I mean, not that long ago, I was worried about the 3-core versus 2-core dynamic. Now we're turning into a 3-core versus kind of 1-core, I feel. It is this Arc Warden. This is another miracle. We're going to need a miracle kind of a game because he's the only one with net worth topping the charts for the Dire. Well, hook shot. He catches this one. And it's a solo miracle. He's getting no buds. Where are your buds?
I think they're out hunting by the looks of it with the smoke.
I mean, that's got to be frustrating because Miracle was in a pretty defensive position. I don't think you're expecting a gank that deep on your side of the map. A little pressure on the tier 3, but it's a general in the backside. GH, RMN, 1v2 against the Void Spirit, but reinforcements have arrived, and now they sound the retreat. RMN, he gets chased down. That'll be a 2-0.
At least they dealt
GH does make it out.
Yeah, they were hunting couriers and trying to cut waves to try and delay, but now the wave is being guarded here. Got one up front and then another one following in behind. And they have Doom in 20. Oh, toss back.
Nice. To the high ground.
They keep
From
forcing
Iceberg,
this
though.
BKB in inopportune situations.
Yeah,
It's
it
down
also
to 5
doesn't seem
seconds.
to matter that much though, because the is their front line outside of the clockwork.
Yeah, but it's part of it though. Like he's wasted like 4 BKB charges. Right now.
Define
Like,
wasted.
think about that.
though. Define wasted, because the BKB
They-
saved him in most of the situations.
Yeah, but they're so far ahead that he should be getting killed with BKB, not like barely walking away from a fight that they should win. Like it all comes down to like missed hook shots. It's because of missed hook shots and stuff though, right? Like those are all adding up.
Yes.
This should not be a 11k lead. It should be like 20k.
I think that was much more damning BKB. That was Miracle's 10 second. It did jack shit. Now
I
he
would
doesn't have
agree.
buyback, and they're going to lose these mid barracks. Now there are safety towers in the side lane, so at most it's going to be 1 lane of barracks. But Nigma in big trouble here. Navi pressuring the high ground hard. General playing ring around Rosie as his team goes to finish off barracks. They do actually jump in and commit on General. They find that kill. Iceberg a little bit low. Nigma making a decent hold, but now mind control falls, and they do use the Doom to finish off Weehaw. Buyback used by the Tiny, but not available for the Timbersaw. Back to the barracks we go. Another wasted BKB from Iceberg, but oh wait, Trent, he's still alive! Oh my gosh, it's a dieback on mind control!
All I'm saying is, you want to know how comebacks happen? It's because of stuff like that. It's the little things you chip away at. I still think they're gonna win, clearly, but that's how it happens. You know, suddenly Miracle's this huge problem. You're like, well, why is it so much damage now? Well, because we have no BKBs left. Because we used them all on no kills and missed opportunities.
A tough game for Miracle, though. He has farmed well despite all this, but they have been picking on him something fierce. Navi definitely have a good strategy at handling this Arc Warden.
Yeah, imagine like how much more broken this Clockwork pick would work if he'd been hitting all the hook shots. Rogers hit like under half of them, and the hero's just been busted this game.
Hey, these are intimidation hook shots, all right? You hear it, you freak out. He's just getting in their heads.
I think it baits them in. They hear, oh, there's no hook shot, go.
Ah, I see.
That's the strat. He's just firing off the starter pistol.
2 big items. The Heart now out on Doom, and also the Abyssal out on the PL.
CH just ran next to these guys and stole the bounty.
And Miracle's dead again. That BKB just a non-factor. PL so effective. They also get Weehaw. Nigma trying to make a final hold here at this bottom tier 2. Armin, he's going to get chased down, and it is just a massacre.
I think
they've got
V2 must be the only guy that gets excited when he sees a really good PL game. Because I feel like he was psyched this game.
I bet.
He
played it well. I still think this Hooded Defiance was a key piece of what made it look so easy. You know, he had to fight in the window of the game when the Timber Saw was still relevant, and they had just enough magic damage that you could see this PL feeding after trying to fight with Diffusal, but he immediately beefed up with all that extra regen and magic resistance, and they just couldn't kill him. He's 8-0-5, and 15 rather. V2 has been very active, got involved early on, and they could not kill him.
Yeah, when he rotated mid for that fight, around like after the T1 hit collapse, that was really nice. It was like what helped set a good game. Really though, General and Roger, as much flack as I'm giving it, they did this game so much, slowing down Miracle.
Yeah. Now mind control, he's going to fall again. This could be close to the final fight inside of the Dire base. They're all being relegated back to 12. The cookie might be enough to save Miracle. The Doom actually not going to finish off Timbersaw either, but they get RMN. And they also get another lane of barracks. Navi one step closer to a 2-0 victory to start off a quest here in Dota Pit Europe Season 3. They get Miracle. They're about to get GH. And that's 4 down without buyback.
Oh, the crowd. Navi. Oh, I can hear them. Finally, the team is doing it. What a great set. These guys
going crazy right now. Yeah, seriously. The org certainly happy. That's for sure.
Yeah, org picks you up. You gotta flex a little bit. We have more where that came from, says V2.
Whoa.
Oh, well. Let me see. Show me in the rest of this upper bracket, because ladies and gentlemen, that's where Navi is staying. Whoa.
Well, it is double a limb, so Nigma fans, don't worry. They're in the lower bracket now, not eliminated, but Navi